welcome back to another video here on the Satisfactory series. We have built all this right now and we are going to expand even further. Currently we are working on getting more materials to do the milestones. So currently I have set it on the right top the milestone that I'm currently working towards. But as we know, we cannot input it until we have the stuff for it. So currently we have smelteries, one for iron, one for copper, and one universal one thingy here that needs to do iron. But yeah, as you can see, we only have connected one of those. We also have the concrete facility on the other side that's collecting concrete at all times. So to be short, let's first start with creating what we need. So we need 50 iron rods. So, well, we can craft those. I believe we have enough for that.
Milestone exchange concluded. Fix-it freighter re-entry complete.
Well, this is the message that we will get once the, this thing here is back. And because it's back, we can now enter the stuff we collected. For example, we can put these two in. And now we can see that we have more than enough for those two slots, but we still need the iron plates. Well, the iron plates is something on itself. So, the most expensive thing in this game that I found out till now are the iron plates. Basically, it goes way too slow to get it even faster. So, in the future, in my other games that I play myself and such to learn more, to experiment with stuff, I learned that those plates are extremely important. Especially continuing on, later on in the game you will find more and more times the same issue. Basically the issue with the amount of plates you will need for the same amount of other stuff. So I kept looking at these generators. They are both working and that's also working, but we are not fast enough to have a continuous circle of stuff happening, and that's something I do want. So I take 100 out of here, I put 100 in here, because I want more iron ingots than other stuff. But as we can see here, it is a crafter. I just found out that we need to put iron ingots in here instead of iron ore. So let's put the iron ingots in here, and you can see that it starts making plates. 15 per minute in game time. So basically 15 in 1 minute is basically the fastest it currently goes. Later on in the game we can put upgrades in here, so we speed it up, but it will not be the fastest you can think about. So in my other game I have 6 of those factories connected to one big smeltery that smelts iron continuously. Well, of course, you still see that it's very hard to keep up with the speed of the machines. Especially later on. There are so many machines that need those iron plates or any recipe or item later on in the game that's made with iron plates. For example, the reinforced iron plate below here uses 4 of those iron plates to get either one of them. So yeah, to be short, it takes a lot of effort to get it working. So now we have finished this milestone. Let's send away the rocket pod. So if we can take a look here, see it's launching itself up. Goodbye spacecraft. And let's take a look at the more milestones that we are gonna do. Last time we did the logistics upgrade. That's this one. And we have the overclock production now currently research. That's what we did now. These are the upgrades that I talked about just a moment ago. So I was thinking, what should we do now? I think that utility is the best thing to do because there is biofuel in here, which we can use to make our way longer with the same amount of stuff we have. So basically we can do longer with the same amount of fuel. It's more efficient than biomass, to be exact. Biomass is also a lot better than leaves, for example. So soon enough we need to turn leaves into biomass and biomass into the biofuel. where the biofuel will be the other end of the line. Currently we have 5 of those slugs. Well, we can make these. There we go, 5 upgrades. Well, because we did this upgrade thingy thing, I can for example say, because now this bottom block is here, I will drag in my upgrades and turn it up to 250%. Look, 75 per minute. That means we now have a lot more iron. The also note is that we are using a lot more power. As you can see here, the power went up very much. So basically it went from low here, way up, higher to over there. So now it's way higher. So I'm a little bit scared that if we do it more, we are getting shortage of the power supply. So let's put 100 in here so that thing is working. And as you can see here, everything turns red. This means we go over the gray line here. So the power went out. Because the power is out, I can also put an upgrade in here. And then pull the lever to restart the fuels. And as you can see here, we just have enough power to run off everything at once. But we still need to look out for the other thing. So I put the last upgrade that I have in the last slot, so we have more space for the power supply to go. So very much important. Also, a thing that's worth noticing is that when this line stops, because it cannot put any more iron into this machine here, the issue starts that the thing keeps producing, but if you are not producing anymore because the belt is full and the machine is full, then it stops using power. As soon as everything goes rolling again, it starts using the power again, and if you did not calculate that one in, everything blows out and you need to reset the power supply. There's one more important thing that I need to mention. If you have a power grid, make sure it is a single power grid if you want to keep a close eye on everything. We currently use this system over here with 2 power supplies, both connected to the same power network. We can make separate power networks. So if you want, you can for example make a base here and then connect that to the right one and those all on the left one. Keep in mind you still have the same limit, but spread it out across 2 grids, which means well, that not much can be done with it. Anyways, we have done our research, so that's done. We can put the alien stuff.
Or pale berries can be
Okay,
added to
shut
the
up.
object scan.
Thank you. Now we have the leaves, which we have, and we can now put those leaves in here and analyze them also, so we can see what we can do with the leaves. Well, there are a lot of things to craft, to do, and a lot of things to keep on doing. As you can see here, it goes now so fast that the belt is not fast enough to take the items out. So it's slowly going up, and the left part is slowly going down due to the belt speed. If we can take a look, we can take a look at logistics. Currently we have new splitters and mergers. Basically what they do is do 1 input into 3 outputs, or 3 inputs into 1 output. So basically you can merge and split the same belt. So if we can see this over here, we have a lot of setup here, but we have a lot of space on this side too, and we have a lot of space there too. And I want to make sure that we are doing it efficiently enough. So, okay, it was hard to spell. Anyways, our rocket ship has been arriving back, so we can put in what we have collected now. There we go. That's 1 at least completed. And let's create some more plates, because those are a pain in the to make. So, yeah, well, we are crafting those on 2 ways now, with the machines and with our hand. There we go. And now put that one in. There we go. That's a lot better. Anyways, this is a factory we currently have. This is not doing anything because it doesn't contain any iron. Wait. There we go. Put some more iron in. And if you can take a look around, there are a lot of things to explore and to get. For example, this is also a limestone deposit, but it's an impure one. So it will be slower than the other ones, like I told you before. We have pure iron here, and I do like that because it's a fast way to get some iron ore into my inventory. Especially at the beginning, it's very handy to do that. And what we also need to know is that once we get those drives that we found in the wreckage last time, those drives will give us alternate recipes to quicken our crafting methods. For example, we might find a recipe that quickens our collection of iron ore. Well, iron ore, iron ingots. So we need to combine 2 for 1, for example. That way we can make it faster. But for all those things we need technologies. And those technologies need to be researched first or reach with a milestone. So we are basically in a circle of a lot of things. Is that a worm? Yes, it is a worm. But it's protected, I think, by those plants. Let's go up here. This is a annoying plant here. I don't know if you guys see it. The smoke. Those plants react on their surroundings. So basically, if you come close, they change into that one. And then they go throw out smoke. I give you an example. It goes up. It opens up and it starts throwing smoke. But I need to run because there is also an enemy there. So, well, it's a pain to notice that you can die from those plants critically. If you take a look at how fast you die while standing in the smoke, then you will find out that you're not liking that very much. It is a lot to take in, maybe, but okay, there we go. Thank you for your shield. Same counts for you. Thank you. Well, anyways, this is fun to do. Just walk around and collect stuff. Well, I cannot get up here. There are a lot of things around the world to discover. This world is a very, very big world. I might have said that before, but it's a lot to take in at once. So I cannot tell you it fast enough and more than enough. And it's also very beautiful. Let's see. There is a berry, and now we can possibly go down here somewhere. A safe way. Well, of course, let's just jump down the cliff and see if we can land here. Okay, now we are here. Good, fine. There is a big red thing over there. Ow. Oh, this is gonna be heavy. Ow. Let's take out the berries. We cannot survive this. Woo! Oh, so, close one. The knockback on that thing is very big. Why am I fix-it property? I am just a man, not an enemy. Got him. He's gone. Look at that big thing. It looks really scary. Well, we at least got a yellow power slug. It's worth 2 power cells instead of the green ones. The green ones only give 1. So that's a huge double worth thing if you find a yellow one. There are also purple ones. Those are worth 5 power upgraded ones. So 5 times the green ones. But those purple ones are very hard to find. This one also was well protected by the red spitter, or whatever you want to call it. Hey, good friend. I'm here. Thank you. Good luck. Thank you. They are all giving me presents today. How nice of them. Well, currently our factory is still producing goods, so most of the time I start walking around. As soon as I think the collecting of items goes way too slow, for my opinion. There's a slug over there, but we cannot reach it. Oh, hello. I'm not counting on being hit by you guys. Stop hitting me. Thank you. Go have a sleep. Very well. So basically, we have a lot of things to find over the world. So now we just made a round and we found, as luck, we found a lot of resources around everywhere. Like food, nuts, as well as berries. There are different other stuffs to be found. For example, over here I see copper. Well, we can collect the copper to make our own ingots, or put it into factory to make ingots for us. Those things are very easy to understand, but it's very hard to have the concentration to defend yourself. Excuse me, to defend yourselves against the enemies that are around. Excuse me for the hiccup in the video software. So, as we can see here, the factory is going very fast with the copper items. The last thing I think I'm gonna do is look at the edge here if I see something I can pick up right now. If not, I will go back to the base. Okay, well, I do not see anything very fast. So let me get the berry, go down even further, and start running home. Many times there are a lot of things to discover, but there are also a lot of enemies to find. So, because there are a lot of things to find, you most of the time get distracted by them. And then out of nothing, you get attacked by such spitter or another enemy, and that's where you need to go and run. Many times those things can be quite annoying. What's this? Okay, with a red thing. Hello. A soma sloop. That's one of the items that's not finished in this game. Let's throw away this one. This is one of the few items that can be found on many places, and they start to talk to you as soon as you, well, basically are there. These are mycelia. Only we have no space in our inventory, so we cannot grab it. What we can do, however, is see where it leads to. Well, it leads to the other side of the mountain. Hey, another berry. Get me those nuts and berries. Anyways, there are a lot of places you can go this way. There is a ball on top of that thing, the sphere, the immersive sphere, I believe it's called. Anyways, there are a lot of places where you are distracted, like I said before. And if you get distracted, you get killed. As simple as that. So always be on your lookout and watch your back. Especially when you're collecting something that takes time. For example, a slug. Or such a slumber sloop, for example, that we just took. Those take some seconds to get. And if you do that while an enemy is shooting at you, or while you are standing there and somebody's running at you, you most of the time get a lot of damage. And if you have health alive like me do currently, it can take some time, but most of the time it can cause death. And we do not want that, right? So, let's get to the research station, see how it's going. Oh, it's done researching those pedals.
R&D wishes me to tell you these colored pedals are...
These yellow power slug that we just found can be put into this machine so we can research it. So currently it takes 10 minutes to research, but I think it will be done by next episode. So I thank you all for watching. Next episode we are going to take a look in finishing the utility milestone as well as upgrading our base to support a faster iron production. And let's lay the foundation of our big factory. I think that's also a thing that's worth doing the next episode. Thank you all for watching and I will see you all in the next one. Good luck!